Hello, my witches. Okay, as always, this is like take 3 of the video. Third time's the charm, right? But my witchy friends, this video is all for you. Whether you are an experienced witch, a learning witch, or a interested in being a witch. Because we're all witches, right? This video, like I said, is all for you. It's just to show you a little bit into my everyday witchy life. What? Got an issue? Sorry, one of my kitties is not happy about something. But okay, moving forward. So, why are you looking at me like that? What's wrong? Come here. Zombie, what's going on? Are you okay? Come here. Okay, Mayfair, I know you want a lot of love. Okay, take 4. Hello, my witchy friends. This video is all for you, whether you are an experienced witch, a learning witch, like an in-the-middle witch, or a just beginning witch. This video is to just show you a little bit into my everyday witchy life, so that way, you know, you can learn a little bit more, or, you know, if you're just beginning, it can kind of give you some insight into some, you know, some not so expensive things that you can do for yourself to create a more witchy life for yourself and to start doing little bits of magic intentionally. Okay, so first, we'll get right into it. I have a lovely candle on my table. Yes, it is changing colors. So it changes colors with the heat, which I think is really cool. I think I got it from Michael's last year. But so I do a lot of candle magic, so I wanted something to represent that, and I thought that was super, super cool. And then I have my pumpkins for my fall decoration because it's officially time to start presenting fall more often into my videos. Even though, don't get me wrong, I do practice fall and Halloween all year round in my home. You know, just it's time for my videos to get some more love from the fall. I have an air plant that, I'm not gonna lie, it's not alive anymore, which my friend who's more earthy than I am told me is very hard to do. But I wanted to represent it because I kept it because I thought it was really pretty, but I wanted it to represent the plant family because I don't have any living plants in my home because to be fair, I dry plants, so when they die outside, I bring them in and I dry them. So living plants just wasn't for me yet. I'm working on it. But so I wanted this to represent it because, one, air plants and most plants, I know the succulents, that's what I was thinking of. They're usually pretty cheap and they don't require a lot of care. But they're really easy to do magic with. Like, you can look up all sorts of different plant magic, and like I said, plants are pretty cheap. They're, you know, you can get ones that need little to no care at all, like air plants or succulents. And unless you're like me, you can do a lot of really great things with plants. So I'm gonna keep trying, and I hope that, you know, if plants are something you're interested in, that you will try that, because I know of some people that do some really great things with them, like taking care of them like they were their friends and stuff like that, so, you know, help promote healthy health in their friends. Okay, moving forward, because plants are not my necessary forte, there's something I'm still learning with. So moving forward, of my crystals, because I also work heavily with crystals, so represented I have selenite, which is great for protection, moonstone, which is great for feminine energy, sexuality, and there was some other stuff, but those are the 2 I always remember the most with it. Amethyst, which is great for healing and protection, and I mean, it's really my go-to stone. Ever since I was a kid, amethyst is the one that I've been drawn to the most. So I also have amethyst around my neck, and I have amethyst in my ring, that I don't know, I've had it forever, so. But it's literally always come back to me. Like, I've tried to give this ring away like three or four times, and it always comes back to me. So amethyst is my stone. But so yeah, I have amethyst, moonstone, and selenite. And then I have this lovely broom, which is actually a cinnamon broom. And I'm so sorry you hear my kitty. He wants to be outside, but we don't really let him outside anymore. So he's mad at me for having the door closed. It's also nighttime, so he's mad at me. But back to my cinnamon broom. So I bought this cinnamon broom for like $6 at my local grocery store, which was Wegmans, because Wegmans is thebomb.com. Cinnamon is used for amazing things. It's used for a lot of things. Abundance, sexuality, passion, love, a warm, happy home. I can't remember if I said protection, so protection. It's really a great go-to. Incense, the actual, like, the spice cinnamon, like the ground cinnamon, cinnamon sticks, cinnamon broom. And then brooms are, you know, they stand for, or they symbolize the ability to sweep away negativity. And so that's really fun. And then, you know, all the lore about, which is flying brooms, like anointing them with oils and stuff and using them to fly, which is also fun. Then I have my, one of my many tarot decks. I also have many oracle decks, but this is the Wild Unknown Tarot from Kim Kranz. I pulled this one out for you guys because this is the one I feel like I use the most. It's gotten the most love. Don't know how well you'll be able to see the pictures, but I use them in my pick a card readings a lot. So if you'd like to see more pictures of them, definitely check out my pick a card readings. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, like if you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, my handle is The Marvelous Raven with underscores between the words on YouTube. But that's where my pick a card readings are because they're too long for the other platforms. So find me on YouTube, check that out. They're in almost every one of my pick a card readings because I just love them so much. And then I also, it's representing my divination tools because they're very witchy. Then I have some aromatherapy lotion from Bath and Body Works. But the reason I have this is because they use like essential oils and stuff in these. They use natural essential oils in it. This one is actually, it's citrus, and it's called Energy. It smells like oranges, and it's amazing. But I really, really, really love the aromatherapy line from Bath and Body Works. And honestly, I find myself using that more than I do my regular essential oils. And sometimes it's cheaper than essential oils. Don't get me wrong, high quality essential oils are amazing. But if you're on a budget and you just need like a little pick-me-up or something, that line is really great. Next I have, so it did not come in this container, but I am very like eclectic and I love antique looking stuff, so I got this awesome container. Inside is black water, which I remember is a hoodoo thing, which I've also been studying, but black water is used for protection around the home. So I got it, I want to say for under $10, like a decent sized bottle of it at my local metaphysical shop. And you just walk around your house and you spray the outside of your house with it, like the base of the house. I think it might have said the base of the ground, but I decided to just do my house for whatever reason when I used it. But it was, like I said, it was under $10. It's used for protection and to keep negativity out and negative spirits and all of that fun stuff. I really love it. It doesn't smell bad or anything. It was a great purchase. Next, I have moon water, which is also insanely easy to create. I bought like a pack of 6 jars from Walmart. for like $8. And I know that you can get them cheaper other places. It was just kind of one of those things that I was there with whoever, and I knew I needed them, and I saw them, and I was like, okay, like I have to get something out of this trip. So you just put water in it, put it outside, under the moon, at nighttime. There are like other things you can do with it, like you can put crystals in it. When you put the water out, you can put crystals in it, put other things in it that you want to use for your magical practice. You can just put it out like I did. Moon water is great for many, many things. If I remember right, I believe it has health properties in it. You can use it for protection. You can use it in spell work. You can drink it. It promotes lower anxiety levels, calmness, all of that stuff. And you can give it a lot of different intentions as well. All of the moon water I have right now is actually part of... it's all from the supermoons this past year, because I feel like we've had a lot. But yeah, so there's a lot of great properties to supermoon. Sorry guys, this is like the 4th time I've tried to create this video, so I feel like now I'm just rambling. But then I have my rose petals, which are actually from my own rose plant. I saw that there was like one day I went out and it was like almost all of them were like dead but dried, and I was like, okay, I need to pull them, so I'm gonna need them for something, and I did. So I used rose petals in spell work, and it was just kind of perfect timing that I saw them when I did, because I ended up needing them for a couple different things. But rose petals are great for beauty. They're great for glamour spells. I use them sometimes for like sending like healing energy or like loving energy to people through spell work and stuff like that. They're really awesome to have, and I love them. And I get them from my own plant, so it's pretty cheap too. So the final thing that I have for you guys are some books, like book suggestions. So the first one is The Witch's Book of Shadows, and these are just a few books from my collection that I suggest. But so this is The Witch's Book of Shadows from Jason Mankey. So like if you were to read the back, you'll see that it says a lot about like paganism and Wicca. So I'm assuming that the author is, I don't know a whole lot about him. Oh yes, he is a pagan blogger as I look down. Okay, so Jason Mankey is a pagan blogger. I am not pagan or Wiccan. I definitely used to identify with that, and I just don't anymore. I've just kind of gone down a different path. But this book was still an amazing help to me, because it's basically a guide to creating your book of shadows. Obviously, you know, like every book, there may be stuff in there that maybe you just don't agree with or it doesn't resonate with you. That's totally fine, but it's still a great guide, so I do suggest it. The next one I have is by Stephanie Rose Bird, and it's 365 Days of Hoodoo. I have not been able to finish this book yet, but I have been reading it. And it's all about teaching you like one small hoodoo practice a day that helps build a better life for yourself, helps build a more positive life for you, and it really shows you, one, that this stigma with like hoodoo is not voodoo, and I don't even believe that voodoo is all bad, but hoodoo is not all bad, and this book really gets into that and shows you that it's just trying to enhance your life. It's not all bad. So there's a lot of really, really great stuff in this book. And then the final one that I have is my newest book, and it is by Lisa Lister, and it's called Witch, Unleashed, Untamed, Unapologetic. And this book is all about embracing the female power behind being a witch, or the feminine power behind it. It does talk a lot about being a female in the physical plane, but if you're not a female, honestly I think it's still a great informative book. And it also, like I said, just has a lot of great information in it. And it's really just about embracing the feminine energy, which everybody has. So you do not have to be a female to read it. Just be prepared that there is a lot about the feminine, being feminine on the physical plane as well. But yeah, so this was my short, quick, sweet video to my everyday witchy life. So once again, we have candles for candle magic, an air plant for plant magic, crystals, my tarot deck for divination, my cinnamon broom to enhance a warm, happy light, happy home, and, you know, protect my household. Some witchy books, black water for protection around the home, moon water for all sorts of different spell work, rose petals, my aromatherapy from Bath and Body Works, and some nice Halloween decorations. Okay guys, so excuse me. So this has been an amazing video. I hope that you enjoy it. I'm sorry that I ended up rambling kind of for it. And I do have services and spiritual guidance available. All that information will be down below. If you liked this video, if you want to see more witchy videos or spirit videos about the awakening or pick card readings or anything like that, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is for this platform. Find me on YouTube, find me on Instagram or Facebook. Facebook is the only one that's different by name, and that's Tarot by Shelby, just because that's more my like local business, but you can still find me. I do book most of my reads through that regardless of where you find me. So all the information will be down below, and I will put a list of this stuff in the description as well, just in case you know, you want more information about any of them. Right, thank you.